The strong connection the Palmetto State has to the global marketplace is all thanks to the South Carolina ports. Joining us today is the visionary leader at the helm of this economic engine. I'm happy to welcome Barbara Melvin to the show, President and CEO of South Carolina Ports. Barbara, thank you so much for joining me today.
What a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And I want to start by congratulating you. You were named the leading woman by South Carolina Women in Leadership. How did that feel?
Well, it was an incredible honor to share the stage with the caliber of women that organization typically honors. And it was a great night filled with a lot of energy and a lot of passion by women who want to get involved in the elected official arena. And so to have that kind of encouragement and see more women want to become in politics is really uplifting.
And I would like to know a little bit about yourself and who you are.
Absolutely. So I'm originally from Georgia. I moved here back in 1996. My background is in political science, government relations, and that's actually how I started working at the South Carolina ports more than 25 years ago. Wow. And I moved my way through operations and then into the CEO role July 1st of 2022.
How has this year been for you? I know you just had your second State of the Port address. I'd like to hear some highlights from that.
Great. So, this year has been, we've seen challenges and opportunities, and, our volume has been down due to people spending money on experiences again. If you think about during the pandemic, people were only able to purchase goods. And when that happened, it was a big boom for ports. We moved lots of goods that we didn't expect to move, and now people are spending that money on going out to dinner or going on vacation, and we can't quite put that in a container yet. Yeah. So that has offset some of the volume. But the good news for South Carolina ports is we are up from where a lot of ports in the nation are seeing today. So our volume is up. I was able to share some of that great news at the second State of the Port that happened on Monday of this week. We went through some of our terminals talking about the infrastructure investments that we were making, as well as we shared some exciting news about our economic impact. So it was a really great time for me for this week, for our international trade conference that followed the State of the Port, to spend time with our customers and those that support us in the maritime industry.
And I saw that we have deepened the harbor. Can you talk about the reason for doing that?
Absolutely. So we have the deepest harbor on the U.S. East Coast at 52 feet. And you do that so that ships can come in and out without restriction. And it allows you to handle more imports coming into the port because if the ship is fully laden or as deep as it can go, that's more boxes coming in. And then our exports in the United States are heavy. And so you need that water for the ease of exporting out of our port. So it is a huge competitive advantage for us, and we like to take advantage of it.
Yeah. And now, how does the South Carolina ports directly impact our economy in South Carolina?
We just updated that, so thank you for the question. Dr. Joey Von Essen with the Moore School of Business at the University of South Carolina looked at our impact back in 2019, and so we decided to have him look again 5 years later. And we are very happy to share that our impact has only grown since 2019. We were 1 in 10 jobs, either directly or indirectly supported by the port. Now we're 1 in 9. So that's about 260,000 jobs supported statewide. That's $17.6 billion worth of labor income. It's $1.5 billion in taxes to our state, which if you think about that, that's community services that need to be performed in all areas of the state. And I think the thing that we are most proud of is our jobs pay about $68,000 on average, which is much greater than the average wage for South Carolinians' jobs. So we are very happy about that impact.
And what type of jobs are we talking about?
So, you've got small business, you've got big business that you think about, you've got farmers. So we can start just with direct jobs at the port. That can be those that work with us in container operations, in the maintenance of our equipment, the professionals that support us. So we run like a business. So think about what any business would need, whether that's a finance department, an information technology department, our public relations, community relations, government relations. So a variety of jobs, about 1,000 people. And then you can go into the small and big businesses. So think about BMW Manufacturing Company, Volvo, Mercedes-Benz vans, so a lot of advanced manufacturers, a variety of impact, and it truly is very positive for us, both in the logistics sector and in the advanced manufacturing sector.
And it's very exciting for us in the Low Country because this seems like it is just thriving and going to continue to grow. Where can our viewers go to learn more information?
So you can easily follow us on social media. We post all of the jobs available within the South Carolina Ports Authority, so please follow us. Go to the website at www.scspa.com or scports.com. And then all of our social is very active, and our maritime industry is constantly hiring, whether that's motor carriers or others. So please stay tuned, and we share all that news.
Absolutely. Well, Barbara, it was a pleasure talking to you today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much as well.
We're back in 2 minutes.